As usual, Bill Snyder's Wildcats avoided the big mistakes, while Bob Stoops' Sooners made enough for everyone. Oklahoma's special teams were anything but on Saturday morning here at Owen Field. Most notably, the Sooners missed 2 field goals and had an extra point blocked. The result was a 31-30 loss to Kansas State that left the Sooners kicking nothing but themselves. Trevor Knight, despite being shaken up on the Sooners' second drive of the game, played really well, completing 26 of 32 passes for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. 197 of those yards and a school record-tying 15 of those completions went to Sterling Shepard, who also scored on a 47-yard pass early in the second quarter. However, Knight threw one costly interception, a pick 6 inside his own 5 that gave Kansas State a 14-7 lead. Heck, even the wide receivers chipped in, making poor throws, as Deron Neal's ill-advised pass into the end zone ended a promising drive late in the third. Sooners even converted 7 of 11 third downs, but couldn't get into the end zone when it mattered most, coming up short on 2nd and goal from the 1 and 3rd and goal from the 2 before Michael Honeycutt missed a 19-yard field goal that sealed the Sooners' fate.
A lot was positive, but again, too many big mistakes that you can't overcome. You can't overcome, interception for a touchdown. You can't overcome missed field goals. You can't overcome not getting the ball in the end zone when it's 3rd and 1. You can't overcome not being able to protect an extra point. Those are all, those all are factors that put us in the spot we were in. I feel for Michael. He's been an excellent kicker for us and a great young man, and we all love him. I feel that for him because, unfortunately, the kicker, it just kind of sticks out.
No, it's not Michael. It's, you could blame it on anybody. You could blame it on me throwing the pick 6. You could blame it, on anybody. And, he's going to be in the spotlight, but it's definitely not his fault. He's been extremely productive, obviously, for us, over his career and especially this season. So you can't point the finger at Michael, That's a combination of a bunch of different things going on just the wrong side of the line. And he needs to remain confident because he's the best in the business, just like, our whole team needs to.
When you have opportunities, down in the red zone there to finish and score and punch one in and just all over the field, I can keep thinking about plays that, maybe I did this block, maybe get a little bit more in here, maybe somebody else. But you can't really blame it on one guy. All 11, we got to take responsibility. But, it hurts. You definitely don't want to lose to, just don't want to lose.
Yeah, that's not something you expect, 2 losses, but we're just going to keep pushing and keep striving to get better. I've been telling guys, teams in the past at OU have experienced losses and come out at the end of the season all right. So we just got to keep pushing. You never know what's going to happen.
We're still a relatively young team in a lot of areas. So, again, I think our best football is in front of us. No, I think kids are very resilient. They played their butts off today. We came up short. What are you going to do? That's an excellent football team. It's no disgrace losing to TCU or Kansas State. It ain't like we run out there like a bunch of bums and don't know what we're doing. So our kids compete. They know how to compete. You come to Oklahoma, and that's what's expected.
So despite sky-high expectations and a defense that looked simply impermeable early in the season, perhaps the Sooners are not who we thought they were. What Oklahoma is a team with 2 losses, 7 games into the season, with barely a chance to fight for a Big 12 championship, much less an 8th national title. Sooners have nothing to do now but to stew in their agony for an extra week, as Oklahoma has a bye week before playing at Iowa State on November 1st. Reporting from Owen Field in Norman, Damon Fontenot, News OK Sports.